Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Starseed Evolution. On this channel, I like to talk about everything that has to do with energy work. I like to do work that pairs astrology with energy healing. Astrology for the purpose of self-knowledge and really helping us understand the archetypes we work with, who we are, and the archetypes that we bring to the table. And with the energy work, I like to do self-actualization, use energy to help us really understand who we are. So in this video, I want to talk about the 3 mistakes that people tend to make on the spiritual path. As a Reiki teacher, as an astrologer, I've been able to work with people for a number of years and have also just seen on my journey what's been helpful to me, and I just want to take the opportunity to share that wisdom with you. Stick around for number 3 because that is the biggest mistake that people often make on the spiritual path. So let's get started. Number 1 is failing to cleanse and replenish on a regular basis. So many of us are very sensitive in the most positive sense. We can feel the energy of other people around us. Some of us are also spiritual vacuum cleaners. When we're out in public, we can actually feel the energy of other people and help them to release any kind of negativity. You can also see this in the astrological birth chart. You can see that some people have really come here to be these kind of psychic vacuum cleaners who help people release negative energy. So there might be a day when you just up and decide to go to the grocery store and you think, I don't know why I'm going, but I just feel like I should go. Those are moments when we're actually meant to be somewhere near someone who's praying for help, asking for help. And in those moments, we act as a kind of channel that help people to release negative energy. So some of us, particularly many of us with a lot of water energy in our chart, we've come here to be helpful in helping people to release the things that do not positively serve them. So if you find yourself coming home and thinking, I don't know why, but I feel just frustrated, or I don't know why I'm just so tired, I don't know why I was cranky, could be that you've taken on energy that doesn't belong to you. And so it's absolutely crucial that we on a regular basis cleanse our energy, replenish our energy, and then also put a protective shield around us before we leave the house. This is something we should be doing regularly. I have videos that can help you where I do it for you. If you want to do it yourself, then it's really a matter of asking, high vibrational energy to move through your energy field, release what is not serving you, and then to replenish you with high vibrational love and light. It's also important to cut cords because we form energetic cords with people, places, things that don't always serve us. And these cords can actually drain our energy. So sometimes we also have to cut cords. And you can do that by saying, I ask, my high vibrational guides, my high vibrational helpers to please cut any cords that are binding me to persons, places, or things that are not for my highest and greatest good. Please take those cords to the light and please replenish me with God's unconditional love. Please replenish me with light or universal high vibrational love and light. It's really important to always, after cleansing, also to replenish. So once you've released, you want to fill yourself back up. You don't want to walk around with that space void. You want to make sure to replenish, to refill yourself, and then also to put a protective shield around you. And you can do that by simply just asking that a high vibrational shield of light surround your energy field so that only that which is for your highest, greatest good may penetrate that field, So you just want to make sure you're doing this on a regular basis. Again, I can link videos below where I do this for you and where also a shaman that I enjoy working with is also able to do this for you. Number two would have to be not believing in yourself enough. It's time that we break those generational patterns, let go of what doesn't positively serve us, and really start believing in ourselves and seeing what we've achieved along our paths. Many of the people I work with suffer from toxic humility and toxic shame. Toxic humility might be something new. It's just something that I've observed is where people are so humble, they don't want to get in the way. And I was just thinking, and maybe, they're constantly apologizing for their presence or thinking too small when it comes to the power that lives within them. And this is what Scorpio is asking us to do. Scorpio is asking us to acknowledge the power within and acknowledge that we have the power to create the reality that we really want to live. And in order to do that, we have to heal our relationship to power and authority so that we can really truly step into it. But if we've experienced power as something toxic, then oftentimes we might end up rejecting it because we don't want to be that kind of person. And that can turn into toxic humility where we're not stepping up as light workers, earth healers. We're not stepping up and occupying that space like we should be because we've seen other people occupy it and we're like, we don't want to be that. But we need to occupy that space. If we allow other people to step up and occupy that space who don't have the necessary empathy, the necessary emotional intelligence, then we're actually contributing to the problem. So empowerment is actually the word of the age, of the century right now. We need to really be empowering ourselves. We need to be humble, but release humility to the point of paralysis. We've got to let that go and really step into our power, acknowledge how far we've come, acknowledge the generational patterns that we've broken. Some of us may feel like outcasts in our families, friendships, just in general. We may feel like we're on the sidelines, but oftentimes we've come here to be different. We've come here with the purpose of setting a new standard, setting a new rhythm. And that's not an easy journey, but we need to be out there doing that work anyway and acknowledge what it is that we've achieved thus far. So if you're out there keeping yourself small because you feel like you're not enough, it's time to let that go. Pluto is in Aquarius now. We've got to let go of the conditioning and start embracing authenticity and understanding that weird is actually normal. Weird is the new normal. Let's just do us and make sure that the light workers are stepping up, the star seeds are stepping up and doing the work that they're meant to do so that we can raise the vibration here on earth, so that we can move forward in the way that we know we're meant to. We're all doing our best to level up. I've seen all the YouTube videos, the Instagram videos. Everybody wants a better and happier life. And the best way to do that and the best path to that type of abundance and success is when the light workers, the earth workers, the star seeds step up and take up the leadership positions that they're meant to take up, so that we can start helping people see their potential and actualize it and live that high vibrational love and light that is within them. So let's let go of failing to acknowledge our achievements. Let's let go of failing to acknowledge the generational patterns that we've broken. And let's step into our power. Let's love who we are. Let's help others love who they are and help them move into the power that they're meant to move into. And in order to do that, we have to release any kind of, again, toxic humility that leads to paralysis and inaction, and start taking action by doing what Saturn encourages us to do, and just take it step by step. Just take it step by step. Every day it gets better and better. That's an affirmation that we say in Reiki. Every day it gets better and better. And that's all we need. So my love, the third one is absolutely essential to understand. And that is often when we're manifesting, we just sit and kind of wait for it to fall into our lap. That's a mistake that people often make, because one thinks that if they raise their vibration, then it'll just come. What a lot of people don't realize is that coming also means taking action. It means moving on the inspiration. So what happens is we ask for something and then we raise our vibration. And the next thing that we need to do is act on the inspiration and the intuition that we receive. And a lot of people aren't necessarily acting on that, and they're still waiting for things to come to them. So they want to be the spiritual teacher, and they're waiting for the teaching opportunity to come instead of taking step by step movement towards sharing their wisdom, sharing their knowledge, getting out there and making someone's day better, just being of service. We've got to start taking steps according to how we feel inspired. I don't know if you guys watched Harry Potter, but it's like when Harry takes the Felicis and suddenly feels I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that, just follows that good feeling. Like, I have a good feeling if I just do this. And sometimes it's not what everybody else expects. In the movie, Hermione's like, no, you should go do that. But no, Harry's like, I feel this. It's just like that. Whatever you feel the inspiration for, whatever you feel is the right move, go and do that. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, follow through. If you find this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to like. And if you have any questions about energy healing, about star seeds, anything you want to know, then post it in the comments below. I look forward to going on this journey together.